Today we have Chris Gray from Boston University. I think I heard he transferred to UNC. But let's get started. All right, so obviously they didn't play a bunch of games with real good television footage, so some of this is rough, but do what we can here. Find something that we like. All right, not terribly unique. Steps in. I've never really actually seen this guy play, but I will say he seems to be a guy who has it all after watching this highlight clip. He's not a big guy, not terribly fast, not terribly quick, but he kind of has the whole package. He does a lot of things really well. Sees the field well, all right, but at the end of the day, as I probably, as I find myself repeating myself all the time, because all the great players tend to do the exact same things. They keep their hands away from their body, their backs are straight, their heads are up, right? And they're able to, execute on what they want to execute on, all right? So let me zip through this a little bit here. Let me see if I can find something worth noting. All right, that's just a pass, not really much of a highlight. All right, great shot. Let's watch that again. So here's a guy who tends to shoot a lot of sidearm shots, right, coming around the wing as an attackman. But here we see a great overhand shot, and that's what we always see from great shooters. People who can shoot every type of shot that they want, or any type of shot they want, given the situation that they're in. So come down here, awesome, straight overhand. If we zoom in, you can see this finish, right? Now, as we teach in our clinics and whatnot, this guy is his foot, he's right over his hip, all right? If we look at that, right over his hip. Oh, let me zoom up here a little bit. Yep. Sorry, I'm having a little trouble with this, a little slow. All right, his hips, are right over his feet. When he comes through that shot, he's straight over the top, all right? Try to slow it down. That brings it back nicely, sticks, not quite aligned with the body, but still really good. All right, and just follows through with that shot. Whether he's shooting high or low, it doesn't matter. His delivery is extremely clean. Nice little quick stick. Yeah, this footage is rough, but hugging the crease really nicely there. Coming around. I wouldn't exactly call that a highlight either of his, but whatever. I mean, this guy's clearly just a pit bull. He goes right after the cage, has no issues. All right, right there. Another great pass. Again, I know I sound like a broken record, but here he is right down here, number 4. The reason why, all right, he's able to, his head is up, his back is straight. He can see this guy, and you can also see the guy down here on the lower wing. Sees that this guy is slowing down, therefore he pops it low because he knows that guy in the lower part of the L on this little fast break here has a greater opportunity. The only reason why he's able to do that is because his head is up. Look at even when he lands. His back is straight. He's sitting in a chair, just like a great dodger would sit in a chair. All right, and he's able to get that pass off because he's not throwing from his shoulders. There's a lot of people who like to throw from their shoulders. And if he's throwing from his shoulders here, he has to completely twist his body around, and he's probably going to end up hitting the defenseman on that pass. All right? So keep that in mind. Anytime you're doing anything, back straight, head up, boom. All right. Coming through. Nice dodge, obviously. Just beelined it. Short distance between 2 points is a straight line. It's one thing I really like about this guy. When he dodges, notice how he dodges through his defenseman, not around. So, comes up here. He's going at his defenseman's front foot. Right here. He's going at it. Yeah, he's got a nice little pick there. Okay. But he doesn't shake too much. He doesn't make too much movement when he's dodging. He goes right after the guy. And when you attack a defenseman, if you're able to get inside their hands so their checks aren't nearly as effective, you're going to get that better angle when you're coming up top. Nice shot. For some reason, the goalie thought he was going low. So jump shot there, a little too quick to analyze. I love this. I love when people shoot blind to the goal. I wish more people would do it. Because half the time you're shooting, well, I wouldn't say half the time, but a lot of time when people are shooting, they don't know where they're putting the ball. They're just trying to redirect the shot towards the goal. And the element of surprise is something that I think is heavily underrated. I really think you guys should be using the element of surprise as often as possible. As he steps into the shot here, you can tell he's not really looking at the goal, but he knows where he is on the field. And just wrapping that shot around your defenseman is going to be very effective. Now, to add on to that, when you wrap your shot around defenseman, I would typically bounce it because A, you have the element of surprise because the shot's coming from the defenseman's hip and the goalie's eye, and B, with a bounce shot, you're changing trajectories with that ball. So, very nicely done. Again, I don't call that a highlight. I call that a pass. Highlights are things that are rare. Sweet shot. Let's watch that again. Nice catch. So the pass came from here. He caught it. Now he's just, again, the element of surprise. Doesn't really know where he's putting it, but you'll notice that he's just redirecting it to the goal and he's bouncing it. Jump shot, don't like to see jump shots, but doesn't mean that they don't ever go in. And the reason why I don't like to see jump shots is because percentage-wise they don't go in as much, but when you leave your feet, you can't utilize the ground for power. You can't pull into the ground with your front foot. Second, you're telling the goalie you're shooting. Very rarely do people jump and pass. So when you jump for a shot, usually a goalie gets ready to save that shot, right? They see the shot coming. So try to avoid jumping. Not saying it won't ever go in. Obviously, nothing is for certain all the time, but it's a good thing to avoid. And he typically doesn't jump when he shoots anyway, so he's typically in good company there. Around the crease, very nice. Hugging that crease nice and tight, a lot like Mike Sowers. Fine feed. And look at this guy just goes after his defenseman. He's not afraid of going after his defenseman's front foot. And as he's coming into this dodge, all right, you'll notice as he attacks his defenseman, he gets in tight with the hands, and then he comes and he tries to sneak right inside. All right, he's dropping his shoulder. This guy's not a big guy, but it doesn't matter. The more you pinch, the more you hang your defenseman up. All right, so that's it for Chris Gray. Great clip there. I know they didn't have as much good footage at BU, but it's something to keep in mind, all right? Size doesn't matter. When you're thinking about, playing like this guy, think about being more of a pit bull, attacking the cage, going from point A to point B in the shortest distance possible. I would say that's probably his biggest asset. All right, thanks to Lax Factor, I guess, for posting this video. And I will see you guys next time.